Aku mau pa. Eh ho mai, eh ho mai, eh ho mai, eh ho mai ka iki mai luna mai, ona mea huna no awe mele eh ho mai, eh ho mai, eh ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai, ona mea huna no awe mele e ho mai, e ho mai, e ho mai, e ho mai ka iki mai luna mai, ona mea huna no awe mele e. Kakai aka e koma mai. Good morning and welcome. As we start with the AOMI prayer chant. The prayer chant beseeching the Great Spirit above and the wisdom that comes from the Great Spirit and our ancestors that dwell together. Done in 3 octaves for the wisdom of the stories being told. Why would we be telling these stories to our children? In the highest octave, beseeching our ancestors with the Great Spirit for the wisdom of life experiences that become our stories. With that knowledge, we never have to repeat these things over and over again. We move on, forward, smarter, wiser, with Ela, the dawning of every new day. And so it is. Mahalo ke akua. Thank you, God. Amen. And as we get started with our service this morning, I'd like to ask everybody, please stand as we do it together, our affirmation, vision, and mission statements. And the affirmation for this month, a brand new month of October, standing in integrity and authenticity. Together, I create win-win situations and stand empowered in my truth. And so it is. Here at Unity, we do come together with a vision, a world family of oneness, peace, and love, with our mission to inspire spiritual growth and service through the active practice of love, prayer, faith, and joy, and honoring everyone as a child of God. And while I've got everybody standing, we're going to do our opening song. And today we have a new month, so it's a new song, One Big Family. Let me get our singers on board. We got some microphones there as we get ready to rock this world. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
No, I changed all the batteries. Okay. There we go.
That's what the R is.
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, yeah.
Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey.
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Woohoo! And while we're all standing, take about 5 minutes, or just a minute anyway, and greet one another here in the sanctuary as this fellowship moment here in the service. And if you're joining us online, please leave a little comment in the comment section so that we can formally greet everybody, as we always like to do. Thank you for joining us here this morning. Well, that's amazing. Everybody joining us online, thank you so much. Here in the sanctuary, this is a moment that we really do cherish, as everybody gets to say hello. Don't forget, there's refreshments upstairs, and it's birthday Sunday, so we've got a few announcements to move through. But, hey, we'll take a moment and let these people finish their fellowship moment. What an honor it is to be here in beautiful Kailua Kona, Hawaii, sending this love and fellowship of unity out to the world. And it truly is an honor. My name's Jim Carey. As we get started with the service, I'd like to thank everybody who's joining us today, guests and visitors in the sanctuary. If there are anybody that's new or hasn't been here for a while, we'd like to ask you at this moment to stand, please, and give us your name and where you're from. Anybody? Oh, come on, dear. Linda. Oh, I see you dancing. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Well, welcome, Linda. Absolutely. And we hear of anybody online joining us, leave those comments because we do like to share it out with a great big aloha. And God bless you. Thank you for joining us today. And now's the time in our service where I'm supposed to mention again, refreshments upstairs after service. So please don't miss out on the birthday cake. It's birthday Sunday. And first, we have some announcements. And first and foremost, we are a prayer ministry. And we all know the power of prayer. So here we have the prayer request forms in the back of the sanctuary, the box there. And there's also one up in the office where you can fill out those forms, and our chaplains pray over them here and then send them on to Silent Unity. Well, for Unity Village, they have the Be Unity app. With that app on your phone, Android or iPhone, you can get that instant connection to prayer. 30 days of consecutive prayer, and we all know the power of prayer is tenfold when two or more. So with the whole Unity congregation and Unity Village and Unity sanctuaries across the world, we say thank you, God, for answered prayers and the power of prayer. With that Be Unity app, it allows you to submit prayer requests directly to Silent Unity and watch inspirational, meditative videos and access hundreds of articles. And then we have a few more announcements. And today I've asked Denise to come up and do us a few more announcements. Thank you, Denise.
Good morning, everyone. Congratulations, Diana. You are our team member of the month. Mahalo for your loving service to our spiritual center. We are so blessed to have you at Unity Icona. Diana, your willingness to offer whatever support is needed and share your time and talents is always greatly appreciated. You are a bright light, and we are grateful for your spirit of aloha and willingness to serve. We love you, Diana. Today is Birthday Sunday. We would like to acknowledge everyone who has a birthday this month by celebrating you as the love and light each of you are. We are especially likely to acknowledge those we know of from our ohana. Patrick Thompson, Roxanne Fox, and Elaine Albertson. Happy birthday. Yes. Today at noon, we have our sound bowl healing service and individual energy healing. We hope you all can stay and join us after fellowship. Clyde facilitates the weekly Jikon class on Monday mornings from 8 to 8:45 at the Old Kona Airport State Beach Park. As soon as you go through the gate, go to the left, and it's the first beach. On Monday evenings from 6 to 7, Dondi leads the ukulele kanakapila style jam sessions from beginners to experts here in the sanctuary. Bring your uk, some are available to use, and come to learn, play, and share. The energy class on this Tuesday, October 8th, has been canceled. Rev Sophia facilitates midweek mindfulness on Wednesdays from 6 to 7 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. This is a weekly virtual gathering for Unity members and like-minded individuals to engage in prayer support, meditation, and conversation to uplift your spirit. The Zoom link is posted upstairs on the bulletin board and in the newsletter and on Facebook. Doc Holliday's memorial service is scheduled for Thursday, October 17th at 12 p.m. at the Veterans Cemetery, and his celebration of life at the Elks Lodge starts at 2 p.m. We are looking for volunteers to help with greeting, serving food, and other tasks. There's a sign-up sheet being passed around to add your name if you're able to assist in any way. Mahalo. Unity will be participating in the annual Thanksgiving Interfaith Concert scheduled for Monday, November 25th at 6 p.m. Anyone interested in joining the choir for this event, please add your name to the sign-up sheet at the back of the sanctuary. Practice will be every Sunday before service at 9:15 a.m. Updates will be provided in the newsletter and Sunday announcements. Some of our ohana are in need of food items. Please bring foods that do not require refrigeration and not much cooking, such as canned and packaged dry foods. The box at the top of the stairs labeled Hawaii Food Basket will be used to collect the items. Mahalo nui for your generosity. As you know, it takes a village to run our spiritual center, and we appreciate everyone. Kindly consider supporting Unity of Kona by becoming a contributor and sharing your time, talent, and treasures. There are several sign-up sheets at the back of the sanctuary for you to consider, along with the refreshment sign-up sheet upstairs. Mahalo.
Thank you so much, Denise. Switch these mics out real quick. Mahalo nui. Thank you so much, Denise, for sharing the announcements for us today. And now is the time in the service. Well, we'll do our daily word, and I've asked Candy come up and do our daily word for us today. Thank you, Candy.
Okay, today's daily word is joy. I rejoice in life's simple pleasures. Life's biggest moments, weddings, births, graduations, celebrations of all kinds, are causes for joy. But joy is also found in life's simpler moments, the day-to-day happenings that comprise daily living. Joy is the sunrise in the morning prayer, in the familiar faces I love and look forward to seeing, in the satisfaction I get from my work. It is in my favorite things and in the sweet surprises that come from trying something new and different. Joy is the comfort I find in my favorite spiritual practices and in finding God anew as I deepen in spiritual insight. However it manifests, joy is part of me, a way to feel the peace and power of God in my heart and deepen my soul. And they ate and drank before the Lord on that day with great joy. 1 Chronicles 29:22. I rejoice in life's pleasures.
Thank you so much, Candy. We all do rejoice in every little moment of life's pleasures. And what an honor it is to have some great people in the sanctuary helping us do the service this morning. And so much mahalo nui loa for everybody. And now's the time in the service where I'll invite you to relax. Take a deep breath. Get comfortable where you are. Plant your feet on the floor. Maybe rest your eyes if that feels comfortable to you as we visualize the sanctuary. As we breathe into this visualization, the sanctuary of our soul, we see it as a beautiful heart. Now feel that loving energy of those around you. Feel it flowing in and through you. And as you see that energy flowing around every person in the sanctuary, and then spreading out to every being on this earth and in this world. And now, if there are any events or circumstances in your life or anyone you know in need of prayer, let's take a moment and visualize and see them in the center of what we just created, this most beautiful, loving heart. And as our thoughts are prayers, we know that God hears every thought, every prayer. And as we come together, we do our prayer for protection. For the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And wherever I am, God is. Over us, I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Yeah, thank you. Mahalo. Mahalo. Thank you, God. Mahalo keakua. And now's the time we have some little music with Dondi, and I believe Elaine is going to help him out for this first song. So Dondi and Elaine, welcome. Thank you, guys. Okay, this one here.
I'm pressing on the upward way. New heights are gaining every day. Still well, saying as I'm upward bound, oh, plant my feet on higher ground. Oh, lift me up and help me stand. No ego here will take command. A higher place that I have found. I plant my feet on higher ground. My heart has no desire to stay where selfish motives lead the way. Though some prefer where those abound, my aim is always higher ground. Oh, lift me up and help me stand. No ego here will take command. A higher place that I have found. I plant my feet on higher ground. I want to scale the utmost height, my wisdom telling me what's right, and I will make that turn around. I'll live my life on higher ground. Oh, lift me up and help me stand. No ego here will take command. A higher place that I have found. I plant my feet on higher ground. I'll learn to climb the mountainside. Love and solutions as my guide. And spirit's truth is now unbound. I live my life on higher ground. Oh, lift me up and help me stand. No ego here will take command. A higher place that I have found. I plant my feet on higher ground. A higher place that I have found. I live my life on higher ground.
Woohoo! Thank you so much, Elaine and Dondi. What a blessing it is. Have our feet on higher ground. And as relevant with our talk today, as we have Reverend Sophia Falke coming in live from Henderson, Nevada. I believe that's where she's at. Looks like it anyway. And say thank you so much for sharing her time, talents, and treasures with us here, our minister of record. And her talk today is Beyond Ego, Finding the Higher Ground. So truly relevant. So welcome, please, Reverend Sophia Falke.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Yes, it's so wonderful to see you again. Question. Have you ever been in a situation where you and another person want different things and you compromise? Yeah. Do you notice that when you compromise, neither party gets what they want? So in essence, both loses? Or one party wins? That means the other definitely loses. Would it be all right if it were possible for all people involved to feel their wishes were respected and fulfilled? Would that be okay? Okay, I see some nodding heads. Good. See, I remember years ago when I negotiated union contracts and handled grievances for hospital nurses. It was always a competition to see which side could negotiate the better position. One of my nurses' bargaining units worked at a hospital that paid under the area standard. And we asked, obviously, for a wage increase that was in alignment with the nearby hospitals. And even though the hospital was losing nurses because of the substandard pay, hospital administration dug in. It came to the point where nurses voted to strike. And I filed an unfair labor practice charge with the hospital against the hospital with the National Labor Relations Board. The hospital finally capitulated. By the way, for which I was very grateful because I had never handled a strike before in my life. So I did not want to have to learn. But imagine the impact if the nurses had walked out. The hospital would have had to transfer patients to other hospitals and stop accepting new ones. It would have been devastating for everyone. What if instead the hospital had had the Ben and Jerry's mindset of collaboration and win for all outcome? From the start, Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield wanted their ice cream company to be more than just a profit driven business. They believed their company could be socially responsible and still financially successful. Instead of focusing solely on profit, they implemented values based initiatives that benefited their employees, the community, and the environment. They paid their employees way more than the industry standard. They provided excellent benefits and they worked to reduce their environmental impact. You know, they even created a foundation to support grassroots organizations and made social issues part of their brand. We see win, lose, and compromise, everybody loses situations all the time. We see it between countries. We see it in politics. Oi, don't get me started on politics. We see it in the workplace, and we see it on the playground. And I know we saw it in my mother's kitchen. She told me one time she got so disgusted with the three of us children because it was like, well, Nancy got a bigger piece, or Sophia got a bigger piece, and it was pie. And she cut it and put each piece on a scale and made sure that it weighed exactly the same for each one of us just to shut us up. Now, in Unity, we teach that we live in an abundant universe and that there's more than enough for everyone. Yet win, lose, and compromise come from a scarcity mindset where there is only one 12-inch pie and you have to fight to protect your portion, like the three of us were doing. And in Unity, we recognize that there are more than enough resources and simply bake more pies. Isn't that basically what Jesus did when he fed the 5,000? After Jesus spent the day teaching and healing, the disciples told him he should send the crowds away so they could go home and eat. But Jesus said, no, they don't have to go away. You feed them. And the disciples replied, well, that's not possible because there's only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish in the whole crowd. And then what happened? What happened? You all know the story? Yeah. Jesus took the 5 loaves and 2 fish. By the way, I've never figured out how he split up the 2 fish, but he took the 2 loaves, the 5 loaves rather, looked up to heaven, gave thanks, and broke the loaves. And there was enough to feed the crowd and even leftovers. So what's the lesson here? Express gratitude for God's abundance and take action to demonstrate that abundance. Now, for the past 13 weeks, we have been discussing the concept presented in the book, The 15 Commitments to Conscious Leadership. For our purposes, we've applied the commitments to conscious living. Now, I'm going to do the share screen. Be patient. The authors introduced the concept of, there we go, above the line and below the line consciousness. Now, what's below the line consciousness? You all know this. Wait a minute. Bring up. Okay. Well, below the line is closed, defensive, committed to being right. And remember the to me, everything's happening to me again. So it's always outside. But above the line, we have you're open, you're curious, you're committed to learning, and you have the by me consciousness that happens. Things happen by me. I have power. I can control how I respond to the outside world. So, where do you think competition and compromise fall? Above or below the line? Yes, below the line. And today we're discussing commitment 14, creating win for all solutions. Now, you each received a card with today's commitment. But first, let me read you the opposite of that commitment. Below the line is I commit to seeing life as a zero-sum game, creating win-lose solutions for whatever issues, problems, concerns, or opportunities life give me. Do you know anyone who displays that kind of win-lose thinking? I know, yeah, I know I do. And were you ever one of those people? Yeah, I know I was. Instead, I now prefer creating win for all solutions with the affirmation you received this morning. So let's say it together, or rather, you say it because of the distance. We have this talking over each other if I say it at the same time. So creating win for all solutions, I commit. Oops. Sorry. No. Okay. All right. I don't know how I did that, but you nailed it. Thank you. So I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. I love when I do this. Okay. All right. I give up. Thank you for being patient with me. So, how does that feel? How does the second one feel? Is it more expansive? Yeah. Wonderful. More joyful? It's definitely above the line and falls in the by me category. Then the question is, how can we create solutions that are a win for everyone involved? Now, the authors of the 15 Commitments say the answer is collaboration. And what is collaboration, you might ask? And I'm glad you did. Basically, collaboration is when two or more people come together to create something together, committing to the possibility of producing an outcome greater than one that would have been developed in a silo. To collaborate successfully, the authors point out that you need to practice several of the other commitments. For example, commitment 4, speaking candidly. To achieve a win-win for everyone, then all the participants involved need to be able to speak freely their thoughts, feelings, and preferences without judgment. Be transparent, open, and look through your green lens glasses. Now, we've talked about green lens versus red lens before. A red lens, and I learned this, by the way, from Dr. Maria Nemeth. She was my coach for several years. A red lens represents a fear-based, scarcity-driven perspective. When you're looking at life through the red lens, you're focused on problems, limitations, and what's lacking. It's a mindset dominated by fear, doubt, anxiety, and stress. The red lens keeps you stuck in self doubt and resistance, making it harder to take action toward your goals. It's the lens of survival and reactive living. And it's definitely below the line to me consciousness. The green lens represents a growth oriented, abundance driven perspective. You focus on possibilities, solutions, and opportunities. It reflects an attitude of optimism, creativity, and proactive action. When you're operating through the green lens, you're better able to see the abundance in your life and are more resourceful in pursuing your goals. It's the above the line, by me consciousness. So use the green lens, be open, transparent, allow everyone to speak freely without judgment. And then you speak freely, having invited the others to also be open and without judgment. Then there's commitment 12, having enough of everything. This is a concept we teach in Unity. You live in an abundant universe. It is God's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Last week, you learned about commitment 13, experiencing the world as an ally. It invites you to see the Christ in each other. You see each other as an ally in your learning and growth, even if that learning is sometimes painful. Many times, experiencing pain is your signal that a major breakthrough is coming. So we live in an abundant universe. I mean, there's more than enough. Everyone is your ally. Every experience is your ally. And as the authors point out, everyone and everything is co-creating an outcome perfectly designed for each learning path. And what is life if not a continuous learning experience? Yes? Which leads us, yeah, okay, good. Which leads us to commitment 2, learning through curiosity. Curiosity is asking what if and what questions, and staying in a state of openness to infinite possibilities. What if all our needs were met? What would that look like? What new beliefs or practices do we need to shift to achieve a win-win for everyone involved? Imagine if labor disputes like the recent dock workers strike were approached from a win-win perspective. What about countries? Would we be invading each other? What about factions within a country? I think most countries do have competing factions, some not as prominent as others, but there's still so many different interests. Imagine if we could all practice commitment 14, creating win for all solutions. I think it would be the wonderful world Louis Armstrong sang about. It would be a world of peace, love, joy, and harmony. So one more time, let's see if I can pull it up, and I'm not going to try to do anything fancy. Okay. Together, let's say our affirmation again. I commit and so it is. So let us take a moment now and take this whole concept of win-win for all. Take it into meditation. So I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable. And simply breathe deeply, breathing in the light and the love that is God. And on the exhale, release any tension you might be experiencing in your thoughts, in your feelings. And again, breathing in the healing energy of God. And on the exhale, release any dis-ease or discomfort you might be feeling in your body. And again, breathing in the glory of the universe, the abundant universe. And release any doubts, fears, or addictions that might be holding you back. Remembering that there is enough for all. Remembering that God is in everything. And therefore, there is a kernel of good in everything. So I invite you to bring to mind any area where you're feeling in conflict and feeling that it's a win-lose or a compromise situation. Now ask yourself and ask for guidance from God, for inspiration. What if this situation could be a win-win for everyone involved? What if there's things I'm not seeing that I need to release? What are those? What creative outcome to this situation can I claim? As you go forward this day and this week, remember to ask yourself the what if and the what questions. Open to the possibilities, the infinite possibilities that are God. And know that as you transform, you are transforming the world, one thought, one word, one action at a time. Know that you are blessing and you are blessed. So let us return to this time and this place, knowing that you are one with God, one with each other. And so it is. Aloha.
Thank you, Reverend Sophia. What an honor it is to have a win-win situation in life. And so we hold these thoughts as prayers in our hearts and we move forward. And now's the time in our service where we'll take our gifts and offerings and tithes and many ways that you can support this ministry. And some are going to appear up on the board, as well as the QR codes at the back table for the PayPal and whatnot, and all the ways in which we get your support. We are abundantly grateful. And so for those attending service, the ushers will be coming up and passing around the tithing bowl. For anyone with spare change, feel free to add it to the building fund, the little house, church house in the back of the sanctuary there. Throw your change in that, and so we'll move forward in that. And so with everybody together, hold your gifts in your hands and join me as we now do our offertory prayer. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way. And so it is. Mahalo keakua. And now I do believe we have some more music coming in. Dondi and Elaine again. Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys. Sharing your treasured voices with us this morning.
You got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In Between. You got to spread joy to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum, have faith or pandemonium, liable to come upon the scene. To illustrate my last remark, Jonah and the whale, Noah and the ark. What did they do when everything looked so dark? Have to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In Between. You got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In Between. You got to spread joy to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum, have faith or pandemonium, liable to come upon the scene. To illustrate my last remark, Jonah and the whale, Noah and the ark. What did they do when everything looked so dark? They had to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In Between. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. Don't mess with Mr. In Between.
Woohoo! Thank you, guys. We don't want to mess with that guy in between, that's for sure. Just keep it on the upside and as living life as a blessing as it is. And now our ushers are coming forward, so let's do our offertory blessing together. Through Spirit, we know that as we give, so shall we receive. We dedicate and consecrate these gifts to do your will in your work, in this center, in our lives, and in our community. And so it is. Well, next Sunday, our guest speaker is Kayla Harvey. She'll be back from vacation, and Patrick will be back here, so he'll handle all this electronic stuff we've been goofing around with today. And her talk will be on being the resolution, invites us to shift from the mindset of solving problems to embodying the solutions we seek. When we fully accept life as it is and release resistance, we become the energy of resolution and allow transformation to unfold naturally. And in closing, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us and Facebook friends and the Facebook event. Tell your friends and family about us. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at Unity Icona Facebook Live. And so as we gather up a big circle right behind the main cameras here, don't forget about a few refreshments after service, and we'll do our closing songs, Let There Be Peace on Earth and Aloha Oi. We got a circle. I love a circle, a great circle. Yeah. Ooh, that's a heavy book.
We're having fun today.
Yeah, rocking the free world. Here we go. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. And as we hold the peace in our hearts, let's get the win-win situations. Until we meet again, we're going to finish up with Aloha Oi. Aloha Oi, Aloha Oi, Eke ono na no I kalipo. One fond embrace, A'oi A'eau, until we meet again. Or we say a hui ho. God bless you, everybody. Come back next week, same time, same channel, as we get ready to do this again next Sunday. But for now, I think we have a little more music coming from Dondi. Don't forget refreshments upstairs, and everybody live aloha. I think we could all get along with a little more aloha. Can't we all just get along? It's all good. He Hawaii kuku he Hawaii ku ho kulahi vie oli no awi no kuno lani o he Hawaii aloha Thank you, Donnie. Thank you, everybody. A hui ho.